Hi kids, this is Jarla here from Donegal cartoons, and I'm going to do a few Christmas drawings, especially for the library here. And when we think of Christmas drawings, we often think of Santa and snowmen and the Robin and Rudolph and things like that. But to create a Christmas cartoon, sometimes you can use your imagination and take your own favourite wee character, maybe put a Santa hat on it, and you've changed the whole picture. Now I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. Now I don't want you to draw on this one because it's a wee bit difficult. But before we move on to the cartoons that we're drawing together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my favourite character, well, one of my favourite characters, who is Winnie the Pooh, who I absolutely think is a brilliant character. Now I'm going to turn him into a Christmas Winnie the Pooh. Okay, so have a wee watch here and then we'll get going as a team after. Because it's a short video, we'll be going fast, so you can slow down the video to suit your own speed as you draw. Is that okay? So I'll get going here, and the first thing I'm going to do is, and you're only watching this, I'm going to start with the nose. Like that. I'm going to put a wee bit of white shine inside the nose. We straighten out that nose a wee tiny bit more. There we are. There we are now. That's the nose, look. Very famous nose, Winnie the Pooh. So I'm going to put a line going up around. Now I'm going to add in one eye here. Add in a wee cheek line. And I have to be thinking ahead because Winnie the Pooh is going to be wearing a Santa hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the side of his head coming down to here, like that. I'm going to bring the hat coming down to here. See the hat, the Santa hat, that's the white part of it, like that. I'm going to have another part coming, I guess, going exact same way as the bottom line. Stop there, then bring the other side of his face out. Now you automatically can see Winnie the Pooh starting to appear there. So I'm going to do this now, give a nice smile. And that's cheek lines, and this is lower cheek lines that come down the side of your nostrils there. Going to add on a mouth, wee bit of shading there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a Santa hat. So I'm going to come down like this, to there, and this important part there now. So it creates this hanging down. So I'm going to give a bobble in, like that. I'm going to add an eyebrow here. On one of the Pooh, just a nice wee eyebrow, like that. And the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a straight line go straight down here. Like that. So I'm going to bring that line going out there and there. So I'm going to bring one glove there. Here's his like mitts on. I'm going to bring another glove here. Like that. And again, like the wee bit of white trimming on the glove. Christmassy wintry glove. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to bring this out now, and of course you'll start to see now, I put them inside a present box. So I'm going to do some snow at the bottom, going that way. I'm going to have a wee bow, ribbon. See the ribbon coming out from the side? So I have to have a wee bit of ribbon here too. So I'm going to have a bit of bow going down here. And here, straight down, just a few wee creases on the box, you know, if it's wrapped, looks like it's wrapped, so these are like this. So I'm going to bring shoulders now down here, the other shoulder coming here, and if we can, I'm going to have an ear coming out there now. So I'm going to do this now, a few wee creases, wee line there, a bit of shading there. Again, his ears going to come to there now. And a base of snow coming there. Like that. And that's just my favourite drawing, and that's the way I turned it on to a nice Christmassy drawing. So I'll finish off with put a few wee bits of snow. Like that, look, see? And just like that. And that's how you can really create a nice Christmas drawing by taking your favourite character and putting a Santa hat on. Something very simple. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to a bit of character work ourselves. And over this short video, our first drawing I'm going to show you the importance of the circle. Then we're going to do a freehand drawing, and then we'll do another circle drawing. And what I mean by circle is it's an object you can get at home, and you draw around it to create your circle, and we take it from there. So I'm going to turn over the sheet here. And again, you see the circle. And it's a red circle. I'll just run my finger around it, look. something you can use like a jam lid or anything at all. So on the top of the circle, I'm actually going to do this shape here, look, to there. Then I'm going to do 2 semicircles, there and there, like that. Now I'm going to put on a nose. This is 2 nostrils. Now I'm going to create 1 eye there, and the other eye there, like that. And we're actually drawing Santa, and you can see it written here, Santa from a circle shape. So look at that there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to think of, there's a nice smile, and the smile you can see is made out of, what's it made out of? Just made out of hair. We didn't have to draw a mouth. So now I'm going to go down the side on the circle, spike, 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 and then do that. Now it's important now, make these spikes nice and sharp, but make them match. See where the spike is here and here? That means it should be the same over here, roughly the same. So just keep an eye on it, huh? It's far neater when you do that, like that. So a few wee spikes inside, huh? Creating the beard. So I'm going to give them 2 eyes now. And again, 2 eyes here. Inside the eyes I always leave a bit of white. Anybody knows me or watches the videos of me drawing, you'll always see a bit of white. Look at the difference the bit of white leaves. So this is his ears. So I'm putting a wee curve inside like that, the 2 ears. So I'm going to do the white part of Santa's hat now. Like that. Maybe coming down in there. A few wee lines again. And then we're back to what we done with Winnie the Pooh, look. Remember this? Into the bobble. Do the circle. And that's the important part there, look. So that's the head. So where the bobble comes in, don't be frightened to put a bit of shading in there. Like that. I have the nose. And even though in cartoons the eyebrows are always above the head, they don't have to be attached to the head. So what we do is, we go up above into the white, we do 1 eyebrow there, 1 eyebrow there, look, just like that. Now we have 2 eyebrows, and that there is Santa, and we drew it simply from a circle shape, something you can get at home, something very, very easy. A jam lid, and if you like cartoons, keep plenty of circles in a box. That is so important, because the circle shape is so important to draw from, okay? So I'm going to fix my easel here. There we are. And what I'm going to do next is, we're going to move over the page, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw a nice, as you see at the top of the page here, a nice freehand drawing. And freehand drawing means we're going to use no shape at all to help us. What we're going to do is, we're going to create a lovely snowman here. And again, you have to think about your cartoon before you draw it. So when you're drawing a snowman, you automatically think the carrot for the nose. What else could we think about? We think about the scarf. But this snowman we're going to bring alive. So he's not going to have lumps of coal for his eyes. We're actually going to give him proper eyes and give him a nice mouth and things like that. Okay? You know, the 2 sticks coming out like Olaf has. So what I'm going to do is, have a watch up again. And we're going to go now, we're going to draw a portrait on the page. So I'm going to do a nice curve there. And I'm drawing the carrot, and you can notice it doesn't really look like a carrot yet. I'm going to do that. Now have a look at that. Do you see the carrot? Have a wee look at it. It's really jagged edged. See the sharp edges on it? And what I do to really give the carrot effect, I put on these cool lines. Look at this, look. And look at that, doesn't it? Look at the difference. Really creates a carrot. And it gives a wobbly look that the cartoon is alive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in an eye. So I'm going to do 1 eye there, and it comes down to, look where the first eye comes, that's so important, look, comes to there. The next eye now comes out to here, and then I'm going to add in a nice cheek line. See that line, so important if you can add it onto your cartoons. I'm going to now give a smile. This is the lower cheek line, and then I open the mouth like that. Now we have the mouth nicely opened. So what we're going to do next is, inside the mouth, of course, we're going to add in the tongue. So we give a nice hill. Always shade in the back of your cartoon. Shading in really brings out the tongue, the gap, no? So I'm going to add in the chin now. And when we draw cartoons, we try and give them as many features as we have. So Next now I'm going to do this is add on a pupil and a pupil again. Put a small circle inside and shade around it and look what happens. Watch it again. Shade around it and there we are. So we're now going to do this here. So I'm going to go down here to there. Be careful here. To there. I'm going to go around here to there. And I've left a space up here. Because we brought the cartoon alive, what we're going to do now is we're going to give him a feature like eyebrows. So look at the eyebrows. One there. And then one there. Nice and sharp at the end. Now this is the time now we can continue our line right through the gap. So there we are. We have a nice cartoon of a snowman's head. Very simple. Again, look at the shape we're working from. If you wanted, you could draw that from a circle. Put down your jam lid again and draw around. So I'm going to add on maybe some blue here. Always makes the cartoon look nice and frosty looking. Let's see it. Like that. A few lines going down. A few lines going down like that. And there we have a wee bit of blue in through. So now we have to get thinking. And we have to think about our snowman. What does he wear? So he wears a scarf, of course. We'll put nice gloves on him. And we'll also give him two lovely wooden arms. And we're going to really make the wood look like elbows and everything. So the first thing I do now is I bring the scarf coming down like this to there. Now look at the way the bottom of the chin goes and the jaw. So we do the same. This line goes the same way as that line. And the same there, no? Like that. Now we have a scarf. So think about the end of the scarf. Of course you're going to have wee frills, I guess, look. You're going to add on a stripe maybe. And do your scarf green and white, whatever you want. Like that. And now we have a scarf. So again, two wee lines. Lines like that. Now I'm going to do the body. Look at this. Down like that. And the body down like that. And again, if you look at the shape of the body, it's the same shape as a fruit, like a pear, like that. Now, I didn't take the body the whole way to the bottom of the page. As you can see here, look, I left a space. And the space I left is for snow. So look. So there's the snow. Nice curve, I guess, look. Nice curve. So we put in the snow and it's a nice curve. Now again, we're going to add on the button. But in the cartoon, you have to be thinking all the time. And I'm going to add in a button, but I'm going to make the button look like his belly button. So we really made him human. And we're going to make it sunk in the snow. So what I do is I do a circle, shade it in, okay, but then we do this. This is the trick here, look. Like that. Now it looks like it's sunk in. And again, I'm going to add a wee bit of blue in around it. I'm going to bring some blue down here too. Like this, that's it. And these, what I'm using here, are called pro markers. Very, very good. You should ask Santa, if you love art, get Santa to bring you some pro markers. Amazing stuff. What I'm going to do now is we're going to bring out his elbow. So I'm going to bring the arm out to here. Then it goes down and stops. And you'll notice here, where the elbow bends, a wee spike of wood comes out. So I'm going to do a curve. Then I'm going to do the glove, like that. And now I'm going to do this, and watch that part closely. So look, I'm going to add in shading. Shading is so important here, look. It shows the wood inside the glove. Now to give it the wooden effect, I can do this, look. Like that, look. Now we have one hand like that. So the next thing I do now is, I'm going to go out here, like that, go up, do a curve again, don't forget our shading. Like that, look. And it's giving us a wee wave there. We turn this into wood, bring in our snow, and I'm going to finish by doing a lovely snow covered tree. Like that, look. So this is white, that's the runny snow. That's the evergreen part, then the runny snow again. nice sharp edges for the evergreen, and then snow. So it's green, white the whole way down. I'll put a bit of blue in to show you where the actual snow is. So that's it there, look. That's it there. And that's it down there. So this will be green in here. And that's our snowman. A few wee bits of snow around him again. Like that. And that's him. Now I hope you enjoyed drawing that freehand, and that was freehand snowman. And slow down the video to suit yourself when you're drawing. Is that okay? So what I'm going to do next is we're going to move on here, and this is the last one I'm going to draw, and you're going to need a circle for this here, okay? And again, use the same size of circle you use for the beard and Santa. And this boy is called Mr. Snowball. So we've taken something from winter or from Christmas, and what we've done is we've brought him alive. So we just took an ordinary circle, which is a snowball, and then brought him alive. And this is what we've done now. So the first thing we do, we go right into the centre, and we do a nose. Then I'm going to add out 2 cheek lines, so the eyes will go on top of that. But before we do the eyes this time, I'm going to do the mouth. Huh? And this is something like we've done with the snowman's mouth. Same type of mouth, though. Exact same. And what I'm showing you here is you can take what you learned in one character and use it in another. So here now, look, here's the chin. So I'm going to do the first eye first. Do there. That's the first eye drawn. But now we're going to put a nice Santa hat again on. So I'm going to go down to there. Now that's the bottom of the white trimming of the hat. So now I'm able to do the other eye. And you have to be careful here. The eyes have to be the same size. So let's now add in a pupil. So with a nice circle, I'm going to spin a wee bit more on. Eyes are very important, so always do them right. Like that, look. 2 eyes again. So now this is the snowball. So go around again, a few wee strokes again, looks like frosty snow. Like that. And around again. So now we've brought the snowball and we've given him a face. So we're going to go down again now to get stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to complete the Santa hat. But this is where you bring the hat to. Watch that closely. I'm going to do it again here now. To make the hat look if it's sitting on top of the character's head. Look what I've done. I bring that line to there. Then shade in. And shade in there, look. Just like that. Now again, we'll do a different type of Santa hat here now this time. Look. Got the shading. Like that. So now we have him. So again, we're nearly finished. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give him arms and legs, like the wee M&M man that you see on TV in the adverts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add out 2 arms, like that. I'm going to add in a glove, and always be careful where the thumbs are. Now again, nice wintry gloves, look, like that. I'm going to bring out the feet to there. Wee frills again, look. See this? Nice and wintry looking. Now I'm going to put some snow here. And again, slow down the video to your own speed when you're drawing. Now we have 2 shoes. Bring some snow in the background, going up like this, look. Like that. And again, to create foreground and background, I do something simple. So, remember the tree I showed you? I'm going to add it again here. An evergreen tree. I'm just going in behind the hand, so you have to be careful. That's the tree. And then to show this is further away, I'm going to make the tree really small. So then you have a tree beside you and a tree further back. So again, thanks for watching this wee video on how to draw Christmas. And check out the YouTube channel, Donegal Cartoons Jarla, or the website or anything like that, and you'll see all the cartoons that I would have drawn and all the murals you see on the wall. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Alright, bye bye now.